Hi, my name is Jaclyn Tracy, and I'm a DePaul University alumni of class of 2012. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to reduce plastic in your daily life. I am the founder of a company called SISTAIN. What we try to do is make sustainable shopping and sustainable decision making in regards to consumerism easier on people. When I started to try to live a more sustainable life, I found it to be very overwhelming and intimidating. The zero waste lifestyle intimidated me, the zero and zero waste intimidated me. And so that's really where SISTAIN comes in. At SISTAIN, we really are all about small, sustainable changes. We take it one step at a time because it really is about imperfect progress. It's about collective imperfect progress. Okay, so before I dive into the solutions to reduce plastic, let's just talk about the problem briefly. Many people already know plastic is now being deemed the new tobacco. In 2018, only 9% of plastic was actually recycled, and that's because of the broken system. That's not because people are doing it completely wrong. It's because there are many plastics being produced out there that cannot be recycled and probably will never be able to be recycled. And then the biggest issue is that, studies are saying now that by 2050 there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish, which is worrisome for all of us. 60% of our clothes are made of plastic, and when we wash that plastic, there are micro plastics that are then breaking off and getting into our water system. It can feel overwhelming, but if we do this collectively, then we can make a larger impact. So number one, bring a water bottle wherever you can instead of using plastic water bottles. This water bottle, I love it specifically because it is made of glass. And then this is a silicone protective layer, and silicone is better for the environment because it's highly durable, and so it's not as dangerous, doesn't break into small particles and get into our ocean and waterways. And then bring your own coffee mug also wherever you can go. Disposable coffee cups are almost never recyclable. And that is because they're lined with plastic, and that's why you can put hot liquids in there. But it is a problem because those go straight to the landfill, and often people try to recycle them, but they're almost never recyclable. So bring a coffee mug whenever you can. And then the third super easy change is bring a reusable bag. When you're going to the grocery store, when you're going to Target, wherever you're going, bring a bag whenever you can. Plastic bags, they're recycled at specific areas, and so you can't, if you do end up using a plastic bag, make sure that you do recycle it properly, because those actually in the recycling system, if they're stuck in your, if you put it in your recycling bin that's then picked up by by the city, that can actually disrupt the recycling system. Produce bags it's super easy, just keep it in your reusable bag that you're gonna bring to the grocery store. I don't know what you would call this mesh. I use for vegetables, and then these I use for refilling nuts and things like rice, wild rice and stuff like that. So those are just easy, throw them in your reusable grocery bag, reduce that plastic. Stasher bags have been a replacement for Ziploc baggies in my life, and I love Stasher bags. They're made of silicone, and I won't get into the science of silicone. I'm not an expert in that space, but I do know that it's a plastic alternative that scientifically is trusted. It's more durable, more resilient to high temperatures, and it doesn't shed microplastics like, say, BPA-free plastic still does. So it's a plastic alternative, silicone, and you can cook with this. You can actually put food in here and boil it and things like that. I've never done that, but I do always put it in the dishwasher, which I love because who needs more dishes? And And I also, I'll cut up fruit, I'll freeze it with these. Like, I just use these for everything. They're great for just on the go. Even when I'm traveling, I put, my certain makeup products in here because they seal really well. So stasher bags are amazing, highly recommend. The next solution I'll talk about is beeswax. So this is beeswax. I don't have any fresh produce right now. I need to go to the grocery store. But for things like, if I were to want to save a meal in here, I just would wrap it in beeswax and put it in the fridge. And the cool thing about beeswax is it is a totally natural material. So after, you use it for, I think it's about a year, or just whenever it just looks like it's worn down and it's not, working anymore for you, then you can compost it because it is a purely natural material. So this is a replacement for saran wrap. Another easy swap is a cleaning solution, a natural cleaning solution is white vinegar or certain kinds of vinegar mixed with water. So this is half white distilled vinegar and half water, and then I put about 24 drops of essential oils in it. So this is really good for cleaning the microwave, for cleaning your sink. Don't use it on granite. That's a lesson I learned. But that's an easy, especially if you have a refillery, which I highly recommend. Look it up. If you live in Chicago, then I'm sure there are a number of refilleries. Another good replacement is a bamboo dish scrubber. So the cool thing about this dish scrubber is that this head just pops off. I can compost it when I'm done with it. So full circle. It's made of all natural materials. And so this is a really good replacement because, as soon as if you have a plastic dish scrubber, you throw it out, that goes to the landfill. And then those microplastics are leaching into the earth and all of that. So this is a great replacement. And then the other thing, cleaning wise, that is awesome. This is actually for washing your dishes, but it's a block of soap instead of getting those, and just tons of plastic dish washing soap. This is an awesome replacement. Whenever you can, buy fresh produce. Now, I don't have any fresh produce right now because I need to go to the grocery store. I just got back from vacation. But whenever you can, buy fresh produce, because if you can, like, even thinking about fruit. So I cut all of my fruit. I buy them fresh. I cut that fruit up. I freeze it with my stasher bags. Like, those are all things that I can easily cut plastic out completely when I just buy it fresh and then freeze it. I know we've been kind of in the theme of cleaning and to go and grocery store, because those are just, to me, those are the easiest changes that you can make. But another tip that I will leave you with is, whenever you can, avoid buying any new polyester. Polyester is a form of plastic. So polyester and other synthetic fibers are all forms of plastic. So we don't want to be supporting the creation of any new plastics. And so if you're going to buy something polyester based, make sure that it is recycled, but also just be cognizant of the fact that when you wash polyester, that's when the micro plastics get into our water system. Buy natural materials instead. So like this shirt is made of 100% silk. So that's a natural material. Hemp is a natural material. Organic cotton is a really good one. Wherever you are in your sustainable journey, a really good thing that I do at least every 6 months is just do a plastic audit. Like, where are you wasting the most plastic, and try to see if you can come up with solutions to change those habits. Save all the plastic that you use in over a weekend or even a week long period, and really assess, like, where am I using plastic and what can I replace instead of that. Okay, so again, I am Jaclyn Tracy. I'm the founder of SISTAIN. We would love for you all to join our community, thesistain.com. It's easy to join. We do believe that we're solving this problem together. The climate crisis is not something that one individual can tackle on their own. And in terms of just our mission at SISTAIN is truly to reduce the negative effects of consumerism, and we can only do that collectively. Our community is really, it's to focus on, knowledge sharing, and it's also to give you guys as many answers as we can possibly research and get to the bottom of. So we're always progressing, we're always learning, and we'd love for you to join our community. And then on the e-commerce side of things, what we envision creating is really a one-stop shop for all of your sustainable home, beauty, and fashion. So the way that I explain this to people is that we're trying to create like the Nordstrom of sustainable shopping, and that truly is so that we can create efficiencies and just reduce waste in this world. So we'd love for you to join our community, and thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions at all, DM us on Instagram or email us at hello@thesistain.com.